The protocol, meme coins and Pepe's best friend swarm Coinbase Layer 2 chain. The meme coin frenzy that drove up activity and failed transactions on Solana appears to have quickly migrated to Coinbase's 6-month-old Layer 2 blockchain. Who is the blue-faced creature behind the $Brett token? What's a blue toad got to do with blockchain, if it even is a blue toad? The short answer is meme coin trading on Coinbase's Layer 2 blockchain, Base. Read on. Also in this week's The Protocol, hacker behind Munchables' $62.5 million exploit on Layer 2 blast returns private keys. Ethereum developers tee up increase of the longstanding staking maximum of 32 ETH per validator. Top picks from the past week's Protocol Village column: Babylon and Beatwo, Ankr, Cosmos, Celestia, Spectral Labs, Dfinity Foundation, Internet Computer, Worldcoin Foundation. $50M plus of blockchain project fundraisings. Yields are rising for liquidity providers to blockchain bridges. This article is featured in the latest issue of The Protocol, our weekly newsletter exploring the tech behind crypto, one block at a time. Sign up here to get it in your inbox every Wednesday. Also, please check out our weekly The Protocol podcast. Base Instincts. Last week's The Protocol newsletter was all about meme coin trading driving up activity on Solana. An episode that brought lots of attention to the fast and cheap blockchain but also caused transactions to fail en masse. Solana company founder Anatolia Kavenko wondered aloud on the Protocol podcast if these crypto degens have nothing better to do. The answer, apparently, is yes. The swarm has moved on to another blockchain. Base, the US crypto exchange Coinbase's 6-month-old Layer 2 network atop Ethereum. As reported by our Shoria Malwa, Base is suddenly averaging 1.5 million transactions a day versus under 500,000 a day a few months ago. Unique addresses have doubled to 65,000 wallets. Just in the past few weeks, total value locked, a paramount, decentralized finance metric that's akin to deposits, has doubled to about $2.7 billion. Total value locked on the Base chain has soared since the launch in August. Altwo beat, but guess what else is up? Fees. Last week, Coinbase had to update its official status page to warn that Base mainnet is experiencing high traffic and increasing fees. It was quite a letdown, with Jesse Pollack, Coinbase's head of protocols, who leads the Base project, telling CoinDesk recently that Ethereum's landmark Dankan upgrade would bring subcent transactions closer to reality. On Monday, Pollack tweeted that lower fees induce 5x more demand, so fees are rising, and he outlined a plan to increase capacity by roughly 400 times. We know high fees suck, and getting them lower is our top priority. What doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon is meme coin trading. It's evident now that meme coins have evolved from just a cultural movement into a key tool for driving the adoption of new chains, the website CoinGecko wrote in a newsletter. Where Solana was jammed up by dog and sloth-themed tokens, one of the hottest meme coins on Base appears to be Brett, inspired by a cartoon character drawn by the artist Matt Fury, who bequeathed Pepe the Frog to the world before it quickly became adopted as a mascot for the alt-right and repurposed into all sorts of ridiculous incarnations. According to the website Fantagraphics, Brett is one of Pepe's slacker roommates from the Boys Club cartoon series, featuring a series of comical vignettes combining laconic psychedelia, childlike enchantment, drug-fueled hedonism, and impish mischief. Sometimes he's referred to as Blue Pepe or Bleep. Screenshot of the Base Brett profile on the social media platform X. At BaseBrett/X, the smart contract underlying the Brett token is available for anyone to read on the Base Blockchain Explorer, and according to an info section on the page, Brett is a toad, but the protocol was unable to easily corroborate this taxonomic classification. The coin has its own account on X, at BaseBrett, and a feed filled with, well, lots of memes. In one video, a character with the face of Brett sports a baseball hat that reads, "Make memecoins based again." In another, Brett is touching the hand of God, Michelangelo style. There's yet another video purporting to show an actual airplane flying above Amsterdam, dragging a banner that reads Brett #1 meme on Coinbase. Caption, okay, this kind of actually looks like it might be real if you watch the actual video. At BaseBrett/X, at one point, Brett had a market capitalization of nearly $500 million, according to CoinMarketCap. Even price charting analysts got in on the action, with one of them posting a technical analysis comparing the relative value of Brett versus a popular Solana-based token dog with hat, ticker WIF, literally just representing an image of a dog wearing a hat. The protocol emailed Pollack for comment on whether the meme coin frenzy was welcome or unwelcome on Base, and whether the situation might cause any regulatory concerns for Coinbase. He looped in a spokesperson for the crypto exchange, who responded with an emailed statement. Base's mission is to bring the next billion users on-chain, and we are encouraged by the recent influx of activity on Base. While we do not endorse specific assets, we are supportive of builders entering the Base ecosystem, and we are continuing to focus on making on-chain technology more accessible with faster and cheaper transactions. Also, Munchables, a Web3 project on the Much hyped Blast blockchain suffered a hack that resulted in a loss of $62.5 million worth of Ether ETH. The attacker manipulated a contract and transferred stored user funds before upgrading the platform's smart contracts. Blockchain sleuthsack XBT said the attacker was likely North Korean, with a profile listed on the open-source software development platform GitHub as Werewolves483, allegedly working for the Munchables team. Later, the Munchables account said on X that a developer had shared all private keys involved to assist in recovering the user funds. The project set up a compensatory treasury pool where users could claim refunds. Blast suffered its first exploit in February when a project team supposedly building atop the network disappeared after raising 420 ETH worth about $1.3 million at the time. The Security Council, serving as overseer of emergency upgrades on the Layer 2 network Polygon ZK EVM, reportedly sprung into action to help address technical issues after a 10-hour outage. Ethereum in the headlines. The Dfinity Foundation, which supports and helps to coordinate development on the Ethereum blockchain, wrote on GitHub that we have received a voluntary inquiry from a state authority. The disclosure dovetailed with speculation that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, under Chair Gary Gensler, is mounting a fresh push to classify Ethereum's native cryptocurrency, Ether ETH, as a security. Ethereum founder Vitalik Buterin said on stage at Butel Asia conference in Seoul that the metaverse is poorly defined and often seen more as a brand name than a product. A group of Ethereum core developers launched a web campaign to increase the network's gas limit, a move to increase throughput, Crypto Briefing reported. In January, Buterin signaled support for such a move. Ethereum developers agreed to include in the next major network upgrade known as Petra, a proposal to dramatically increase the maximum validator stake to 2048 from the current 32, the block reported. The increase would allow large operators to stake ETH in large quantities without constantly having to spin up additional validators. The increasingly sprawling number of validators has fueled concerns about network latency, as discussed in the protocol last September. Top picks of the past week from our Protocol Village column, highlighting key blockchain tech upgrades and news. Schematic from the blog post showing the Babylon staking integration into BitWo Hub. BitWo Network 1. Babylon and BitWo Network announced that BitWo will integrate Babylon's BTC staking protocol to enhance the security of BitWo Network's data availability layer and the BitWo Hub. According to the team, the partnership will utilize Babylon's BTC timestamping protocol to guard against long-range attacks on the BitWo Hub, helping safeguard the POS mechanism. 2. Ankr, a blockchain node provider, introduced Neuro Protocol, a blockchain blending AI, cloud and Web3 on Cosmos SDK architecture for better scalability and interoperability. According to the team, features include a decentralized GPU marketplace, Ankr token economy, novel token standards, and off-chain storage with Celestia and IPS, aiming for improved AI model deployment and data security. 3. Spectral Labs, a crypto development firm focused on artificial intelligence, wants to make it easier for non-programmers to build on blockchains. The company this week launched Syntax, an AI app that can help anyone, coders and non-coders alike, spin up smart contracts for Ethereum and dozens of other blockchains. 4. Dominic Williams, chief scientist at Dfinity Foundation, posted a video on X of what he claimed was the world's first demonstration of AI running ** on ** blockchain as a smart contract. According to Williams, code will follow shortly. This is running on Dfinity's Internet Computer Testnet, but you'll be able to take the code and run it on the public network, as the NNS is expected to up the per transaction instruction limit in the coming days. 5. The Worldcoin Foundation open source core components of the Orb software, now publicly available on GitHub under an MIT/Apache 2.0 dual license, according to a blog post dated March 22. These new open components complement the previously released hardware and iris recognition repositories, and their public availability marks significant progress in making the Orb's image processing transparent and its privacy claims verifiable. Screen grab from the online video, Worldcoin Orb Codebase walkthrough. Worldcoin fundraisings. Bob, a hybrid Layer 2 network, sitting atop the Bitcoin blockchain, but with Ethereum compatibility, has raised $10 million in seed funding. The round was led by Castle Island Ventures and included participation from Mechanism Ventures, Bankless Ventures, CMS Ventures, Uxo Management, along with angel investors Dan Held and Domo, creator of the BRC20 token standard. Layer 1 blockchain Peak said it raised $15 million in funding to expand its ecosystem of decentralized physical infrastructure to PIN networks. The funding round, led by Generative Ventures and Borderless Capital and featuring participation from Spartan Group, CMCC Global, and Animoca Brands, comes ahead of the blockchain's mainnet launch and listing of the Peak token. My Prize, founded by Zach Bruch and describing itself as an online crypto casino enabling immersive multiplayer experiences, emerged from stealth and disclosed having raised $13 million over 2 rounds of financing, backed by Dragonfly and Boxcar Ventures. Illuvium, describing itself as a decentralized studio building the world's first interoperable blockchain game universe, has raised $12 million in a series of rounds from investors including King River Capital, Orrington, and Animoca. Moonance Labs, the creators behind Tansy Network, an app-chain infrastructure protocol, has successfully raised $6 million in a strategic funding round to bolster Tansy's ongoing development and enable team expansion. Deals and grants. Fetch, Singularity NET and Ocean Protocol agreed to merge tokens and create an alliance for decentralized artificial intelligence AI. The three are seeking to create an AI collective, providing a decentralized alternative to existing projects that are controlled by large technology companies, according to an emailed announcement on Wednesday. The new token will trade under the symbol ASI and would theoretically have a fully diluted market capitalization of about $7.5 billion. Alan Day, head of Web3 developer relations at Google Cloud, is joining WWAN's Primitive Ventures as a venture partner. According to a message from WAN, he will focus on key areas such as the intersection of AI and crypto, decentralized data and compute stacks, and next-generation cryptographic schemes and validation mechanisms. The 16th, the venture capital firm, publicized that its crypto startup accelerator CSX Spring 2024 program kicks off this week with the founders of 25 early-stage startups gathered in London. Scale, the gasless blockchain, just announced $2 million in grants for GDC attendees. GDC stands for Game Developer Conference in San Francisco. Data and tokens. Soaring U.S. debt means potential for Liz-Truss-style market shock. CBO warns Pixels crypto game fuels resurgent Ronin blockchain newly issued gaming token exploited on blast with $4.6 million drain. Meet the woman behind Solana hit meme coin Dolan Trump regulatory and policy. KuCoin withdrawal spiked to $1 billion in crypto. Amid U.S. regulatory clampdown, Second seeks $1.95 billion fine in final judgment against Ripple. It's not something we have historically written a lot about, bridging yields. But a new report from the crypto investment firm Exponential Fi included a chart on these yields, and it caught our eye because they've been rising fast recently, pushing above 15%. Company founder Mehdi Lebar attributes the rising yields to higher demand from users, in part a reflection of the trend toward greater interoperability between blockchains, along with the proliferation of Layer 2 and Layer 3 networks. As the DeFi ecosystem extends across networks, third-party bridging protocols like Across and Synapse are reaping higher fees, the report reads. These yields are paid out to liquidity providers who supply the bridges with cryptocurrencies. According to Lebar, the bridge allows transfers of bitcoins across chains, and people pay commissions on that. Commissions are reversed by the bridge/protocol to liquidity providers. Asked if the higher yields might reflect increased risk, Lebar said, the increased yield would reflect protocol risk if we were in a mature, highly efficient market, but that's not the case for bridging. Exponential DeFi March 29-31, ETH Seoul April 8-12, Paris Blockchain Week, April 18-19, Token 1049, Dubai, April 19 estimate, next Bitcoin halving, May 9-10, Bitcoin Asia, Hong Kong, May 29-31 consensus, Austin, Texas, June 11-13, Apex, the XRP Ledger Developer Summit, Amsterdam, July 8-11, FCC, Brussels, July 25-27, Bitcoin 2024, Nashville. August 1921 Web3 Summit, Berlin, September 1921 Solana Breakpoint, Singapore, September 17, Korea Blockchain Week, Seoul, September 30 October 2, Masari Mainnet, New York, October 9-11, Permissionless, Salt Lake City, October 21-22, Cosmoverse, Dubai, October 23-24, Cardano Summit, Dubai, October 30-31, Chainlink SmartCon, Hong Kong, November 12-14, Deccan 7, Bangkok, November 2021, North American Blockchain Summit, Dallas, February 1920, 2025, Consensus HK, Hong Kong, December 5-6, Emergence Prague,